The Barefoot Lawyer Reports on China invites you to check out the Center for Human Rights website at humanrights.catholic.edu. There you can find our latest episodes, articles about human rights in China, important events, and information about our annual essay contest for students. Go to humanrights.catholic.edu. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Barefoot Lawyer Reports on China. My name is Will Dethridge, the producer. Joining me, as always, is Chen Guangcheng.
Hello, everyone. I'm glad to see you here again today.
And today we have some pretty big news that's come out of China in the recent couple weeks, and that is the human rights activist Jimmy Lai. Guangcheng, can you explain what's going on?
Yes. The CCP used the kangaroo court to sentence Jimmy Lai in prison for 20 years. Mm-hmm. You know, now Jimmy Lai is 78 years old, right? The CCP sentenced him 20 years in prison. The CCP want him to die in prison.
Yeah.
That is so evil. You know, Jimmy Lai didn't do any wrong things in Hong Kong.
Yeah. Can you just briefly explain for some of the listeners who Jimmy Lai is?
Jimmy Lai is a very good person before he lived in mainland China. But because the CCP started the Cultural Revolution, he had to escape from mainland China to Hong Kong.
When did he escape from China to Hong Kong?
1960s.
Wow, okay, so way back then, yeah.
So after he arrived in Hong Kong, you know, he worked hard to create the media companies there.
Okay.
Even the TV station and the newspaper and magazines. Mm-hmm. And of course, he is very influential in Hong Kong, not just in Hong Kong, even in the whole world. And his media always try to tell the people the truth. Mm-hmm. He refused to work with CCP to do propaganda. After 1997, the CCP got Hong Kong back from England. After that, the CCP prepared to control Hong Kong.
Right.
Several years ago, the CCP created the evil law to control Hong Kong. So before, Hong Kong was an international city. But now you can see the CCP destroyed the judicial system. The CCP destroyed the freedom of speech and freedom of media. Before, every year, more than 1 million people have in June 4th memorial, the massacre in Tiananmen Square, right? But now, since 2022, they cannot. And because more than 2 million Hong Kong people protested, the CCP created the evil law. And then the CCP used the evil law to arrest activists and sentence them in prison. Mm-hmm. And of course, the CCP arrested Jimmy Lai too, right? Mm-hmm. Jimmy Lai refused to escape from Hong Kong. Yeah, and his body have some problem, right? But the CCP still not released him.
And what year roughly did they arrest him?
About 3 years ago.
Okay, gotcha. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the international nations focused on his case. Even several months ago, President Donald Trump mentioned about him when he met Xi Jinping to ask him to release him. And so now you can see a lot of people criticize the CCP regime to call the foreign country to ask the CCP to release him. The CCP never think to obey the constitution and the law.
Right.
Even in mainland China, a lot of people focus on it. Even some people, the CCP put them under house arrest. And, you know, now the sensitive days are coming. Some people still write something on social media to support Jimmy Lai, to criticize CCP.
Guangcheng, can you explain really quick what sensitive days are?
In mainland China, sometimes the CCP very scared the people will do something. For example, the CCP have a meeting every March, right? So before this time coming, you know, the CCP will ask the activists to travel to another province. If you refuse to travel to another province, the CCP will order the police prevent you from coming out. So June 4th is sensitive days too, right?
Right. And we've talked plenty about the topic of sensitive days on our previous podcasts, such as the one we did on the CCP's anniversary, right, Guangcheng?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can learn more about that topic at our website at humanrights.catholic.edu. There you can learn about previous topics like this. So, Guangcheng, what grounds did they sentence him on? Like, what was their excuse? Why did they say 20 years?
The CCP said he worked with the foreign organization to try to change the state power. I think that is not true, right?
Of course.
No one believes that, but the CCP, still use that way to prosecute whoever dares to oppose the CCP.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So now we can see the CCP tore down Hong Kong. So yeah, Jimmy Lai is good man. Jimmy Lai tried to help Hong Kong to become the democratic city.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah, before, in Hong Kong, the freedom of speech, freedom of media, and the freedom judiciary system already there, right?
Yep.
But the CCP destroyed that.
Yeah. So what happens next to Jimmy Lai? I guess he just goes to prison, right?
Yeah, I think if the nations give CCP big pressure, if the CCP refused to release him, the Western country will use the economic system to give CCP trouble. Maybe CCP will release him.
All right. In previous episodes, Guangcheng, I think you've talked about how the U.S. was able to, and other Western countries have been able to put pressure on China with other human rights activists.
For example,
before, right?
if the U.S. tells CCP, if you do not release him, we will stop trade. That is very, very useful. Another thing is, if you refuse to release him, we will expose how much money the CCP's officials save in the U.S. bank.
Interesting.
Yeah, and we will tell the world how many assets the CCP's officials hold in the U.S.
Right.
So I hope our listener can call your representative to ask them to say something about Jimmy Lai's case, to ask CCP to stop prosecuting the activists in mainland China and in Hong Kong.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep following this story. Hopefully there will be more developments on it, as hopefully foreign governments will do something about this.
Yeah.
And you can learn more about this and other human rights atrocities committed by the CCP at our website at humanrights.catholic.edu. Thanks, Guangcheng, for all this information today.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, everyone.
The Catholic University of America's Center for Human Rights has published a documentary on the United Nations Universal Declaration on Human Rights. The documentary features world-class human rights experts, from former State Department officials to ambassadors and human rights activists. It can be found on our website at humanrights.catholic.edu.